I'm back again. We got about 15 minutes on this episode. So while we were gone, I did run around and do some things. We're still working on pipes. I was gonna take that off, but then I realized I can't. I went out. I did a little bit of exploring, and I found a chest that contained a name tag in it, which I used to finally rename our owl Minerva. Minerva is the Roman equivalent to Athena, which is a little bit. Most people know Athena, a lot of people don't know Minerva. Don't ask how that happened. Like, a lot of people know Rome and Greek, but Greek gods are better known than Roman gods, and for some reason, like, even though most people know who Jupiter is, Jupiter and Zeus being the same god essentially, they don't realize that Athena is Minerva. I do not know how that happened. I think it's because um Athena was very important to the Greeks, but Minerva was not overly important to the Romans, from my understanding, is how if with a, so yeah. I did not like having it named Hedwig. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I find them kind of meh personally. I know heresy. Blah blah blah. But I do like mythology. I consider naming the owl Athena, but I was like, no, that's too obvious, so I named it Minerva. So here's our familiar Minerva. Voila. So that's now a thing we have. We also got a bunch of iron chip sets. So that's also a thing we have. I was seeing if I could craft this, which I can't. I know it was I was gonna add it. Let me see here. There's a lot of things like blah 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 dot name down here, but I wanted to see if I could craft it and I couldn't, which is very unfortunate. So let's dig into what we're going to do here on out. So what we need is we need to create more of those, which should not be too hard. Just chassis pipe. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more chassis pipes for now. And then we need to create a whole lot of. Then I want to create provider modules for everything. I want access to everything even before I worry about sorting. So let's see here. So let's. How many did I say I needed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 chassis pipes. This is just to get started. I will need more as time goes on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish I had way more iron than I do, but okay. Soon enough, I'll be able to start handling these problems again. There we go. That can go there. So now we need to. I just love how messed up those guys get by all of this. Okay. I do not have colored bees yet. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? It's this one. There we go. Food is a difficult thing to maintain, but this really helps. It can only hold 2 of a food per thing, and it builds a balanced-ish diet for me. What I can do is I can go out, get 2 of those, get 2 of those, get a couple of those, a couple of those. And I could look into crafting more elaborate meals, and I will once I look into something, but the way it's currently set is it's based on how much hunger is restored on how often it resets. The problem is it's actually resetting way too often for my liking. So I'm thinking what I need to do is I need to triple it. Probably, I think I might set it to about every 400, like a list of 400 hunger, which should force me to need a much more varied diet than I currently need. Currently, I've got all kinds of steaks, because steaks quickly get. One of the neat things is you can see, you open that and you can see what's in there. I didn't really. I I could keep on hearing. I was hearing the familiar, but I wasn't seeing it anywhere, and it was bothering me. So I've had to do a ritual of summoning it, then feed her up. Yeah, Minerva's probably going to live in our home for the most part. To be perfectly honest, I don't typically let my familiars leave my home. That's just me, though. Probably. Let's see. We empty this down and then we just reduce it till I have a stack's worth. Okay, so should have been every. There should have been one more block there. Oh well. If I really cared, I would set up way more of a system to handle that. Using collection and that, I would have automated the system, and if I cared that much about cactus. So what we need is we need item sync modules, which are green. We're gonna do this. And we're just gonna grab 11 of these. Now, some of these are actually going to need a lot of item sync modules. Some of these are going to need creative tab modules. But what we need here now, polymorphic item sync is I only ever use these once, and that's on this chest. I don't trust to stay that way. Also should do something here. Provider module. Leave one item. Yeah. One item per type is what I want. There we go. This thing here, even if this grows way more to encompass way more space, doesn't matter because it's all controlled through there, and I have some plans for it, but we'll worry about that later. Now, let's get rid of this. These can be converted into mod-based item sync modules, which require golden chipsets. And so we will focus on that. And then there's the OR dictionary, which can be converted into creative tab. Now, I need to see how I'm doing here. I want a little bit of paper. Because I need at least one creative tab thing. There we go. So this is mod based ORDict, and from ORDict we need, I don't typically use the OR dictionary one. Then what I need is I need creative tab. And the reason we're using the creative tab is because, if I remember correctly, add building blocks. This also counts as, yep. Building requires building blocks. And if I grab these, what does this do? Decorations. That will take in redstone, which I don't want in there. So I will add door. I also need this, and I think that, and this. That. Okay, so now tabletry, building blocks, building. You know what? The redstone tab. A lot of stuff from redstone ends up there, but that building as well, no, that's decoration. But that does give me a good idea of what kind of thing tabs. And I want these in here. And I want this in there. Boom, boom. Oh, I did not test what that was. Yeah, that's building blocks. Okay, so item sync default route. Yeah, there we go. We'll need to see what goes there. Tools. This will be another one which I'll have to this one I will. How can I handle this? I think that will never be another creative tab one. I'll have to see. Okay, so mod based item sync. And then we'll let stuff from redstone get redirected. Let's see how these get treated. Additional Buildcraft objects, BC transport, Buildcraft builders. Oh, I do have an API. Don't need anything from just Minecraft in here. Logistics pipes, Buildcraft compact, Buildcraft transport. Railcraft. These chests aren't set, and I will be setting things as we go. It'll be nice to actually have a system worked out soon. Let's see here. Is there a creative tab that this stuff belongs to? Yeah, transportation's a creative tab. Meaning I could actually add a bunch of stuff there through a creative tab. That's interesting to know. Creative tab cards are expensive, I'll admit, but they have their uses. And then the thing we put in next is creative tab item sync. Item sync module, and what we can actually give it the item sync. Let's see here. Very interesting. It's actually quicker to do some of these through mods and other them through creative tab. That's very interesting. I did not know that. Okay, so let's see here. Best thing to do is to do these mass sorting tasks where you just kind of dump everything, and the whole idea here is by dumping all of it, you guarantee you know where everything's going to go. And if things don't go where you think they're going to go, well, you're good. Forestry is mostly mechanical. And then if I need things from forestry going elsewhere, well, I'll just intercept that. B-Sync stuff, for example, will be set up to actually be broken down, ultimately. Hmm. Yes, things like this will get sent out pretty easily, and I can be pretty sure where a lot of these are going to end up. Actually, this is probably for the best, then I can just sort things out as I go. Things don't go where I want them to, then I can resort them. Will also tell me where things like this will. This needs to go into here. Mod based. Add. Buildcraft edition. That also needs to be added. And we are over time already, so I thank you all for watching, and bye bye.